Now?
Yep.
Now?
Yep.
Welcome to THAC on location in Joseph's apartment.
A few doors down from where we usually do it.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a dog here. She's just walking around.
My dog.
Listen to that dog.
There's a dog and a kitty and a Mai who's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey.
Hey. I'm Tim. This is Troy.
Hi.
This is Joseph.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
You guys enjoying this little evening romp in Joseph's living room?
That makes it sound weird.
We're going to have a wrestle fight after this.
Like
Every
we haven't
podcast
already.
is a romp.
Yep.
What you been up to, sweetie?
Oh, you
Like,
know,
I don't
just-
know.
Yeah, just the same old DVD stuff, I reckon. Getting those things ready, working on the season 2 DVD,
Yeah.
running into technical
Yeah.
issues as per usual.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you
Tell me
know,
more. Yeah.
carrying on about that should be hopefully sight set on having that finished sometime by the end of the week. Hopefully,
Eventually.
have those test copies in the mail by the end of the week.
Probably by test copies of season 2.
Yes.
Oh, you're sending out test copies still for 2?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense since
Yeah,
it's still,
It's
so
not
they work.
done yet.
since
Yeah.
it's still basically the same.
Yeah.
So they get tested
Mm-hmm.
and are functional.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's going on. Also, there's something I was going to say, and I forgot.
About DVDs or the
About
story?
DVD. Oh, yeah.
Season 3?
I was just going to say, by the end of season 3, this is going to become the THAC Winecast. not like fancy, suburban housewife wine. I mean, like, wine isn't...
Yeah.
Yeah, but good news. We get to do one of the most fun things yet for season 3 DVD this upcoming week.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say the commentary. It's like, I don't know if I'd call that my favorite thing to do because that's
No.
really tiring.
That one's going to be really long,
Yeah.
too. Like, really long.
It was nice in season 1. We just sat there and knocked it out in an hour and a half.
We weren't even planning on it. Tim was just like, let's just do it. Okay.
We even re-recorded part of it because of some malfunctions.
Yeah.
And that we didn't have an entry in the playlist.
Entry
Oops.
25 got left out, and then even then...
The entire thing took less time than like the first run of commentary for season 1.
Well, for whatever stupid reason, the old 1 and 2 commentaries we did it twice, and I don't really know why.
Did we do season 2 twice? I thought it was
Yeah,
one.
We did both of them twice because you fell asleep at the second one of both of them.
Yeah.
And we forgot that Joseph said something accidentally wrong. Accidentally. So we had to re-record that like a day or two later.
Oh, yeah.
The season 2 one.
Did we? Wait.
Yeah, because you mixed up 2 words and it came out sounding like a bad word.
Oh, yeah.
You mixed up creepy and weird and it came out...
Yeah.
Yeah. Behind the scenes of commentary.
I didn't mix them up. I just said them too fast and they ran together. Rocket, what are you doing?
So we'll be... going back to what Joseph was actually saying, we're hopefully going to get all of the scenes from Marble Hornets stuff shot this week, assuming
Alex
Crayley's Marble Hornets, assuming Brian gets back from Universal Studios.
Yeah, I texted Brian just like, hey, what's your availability like for the next week and a half, 2 weeks? And he was like, I'm at Universal Studios right now. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Do you know when you'll be back? And also, how's the Harry Potter ride? And he answered the second question, but not the first one, so I have no idea.
Brian.
He said Harry Potter World is pretty awesome, though.
It is pretty awesome.
Wait, did you go?
He just sent me a picture of like a giant
last year.
fireball over Gringotts Bank. He was like, does this answer your question?
Oh, I was thinking the Diagon Alley thing that just opened up.
Oh, no.
Harry Potter World is
Yeah, we
not-
weren't
okay,
there for Diagon
I've
Alley.
never been to Universal Studios ever.
It's pretty neato.
I've been to Disney World like twice, but
I'm kind of disappointed that we went there after, I think, 2 of the parks in Disney. And Harry Potter World is like head and shoulders above the rest of it
newest.
In terms of quality. But you still notice all these little things that you kind of take for granted in Disney World. Like every shop you see in Disney World is an actual shop.
Mm-hmm.
And with Harry Potter World, a lot of them are just like blank storefronts.
Yeah.
Which is,
Facades.
You don't realize that that's something you would be disappointed until you're like, I really want to go into this wizard shop. Come on.
Yeah, at first I was surprised when you said that, but then I remembered that the last time I'd been to Universal Studios was in like 2001, so it's like, of course it's going to be better.
Yeah.
Like the the Spider-Man ride was like the thing. Like that was the most futuristic of futuristic back then, and I'm sure now it's
that's
not
like,
shit.
We
Yeah,
ended
that's
up
like
taking a long nap in Universal Studios, like on the little grassy area where they do concerts and stuff. My got a sunburn that lasted for seriously over a year.
Oh,
like
goodness.
a tan line is really funny.
Oh, a tan line. I thought you mean
Yeah.
like an
Well,
actual
it-
legit sunburn.
Well, it was sunburn for a while.
Oh,
and then
okay.
it
I was
just
going to
stayed.
say, if you have a sunburn
just
that
hung
lasts
out a while.
last a year, you might want to go to a doctor. Like, my skin isn't coming back.
Yeah, there were definitely some parts of Universal Studios that have not aged well. They still have the Mummy ride.
Why?
They had a mummy ride? I don't
Yeah.
even remember that. Maybe did they put that in there after 2001? Like, way it was already irrelevant?
Maybe. But yeah, wow.
You said they don't have the Jaws ride anymore, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They do? Or do
Yeah, they do.
That's like one of
Okay.
the classic ones.
Yeah.
Wait, no?
Do they not?
Okay.
Huh.
Maya is a fact checker for all
I have
things
not.
amusement parks.
Like
So
said,
I knew
I've been
that
there.
one was nothing. That one was not particularly advanced or anything by the time I went, but I still thought it was really cool because I was and still am a huge Jaws fan.
Oh yeah,
so.
I remember going on that as a kid. I was like 6 years old and I was terrified.
It was
And
like the boat tour
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, my aunt had to like convince me to do it. She's like, "I'll protect you. You'll be fine," and everything. And it still scared the shit out of
And
me.
there was a newspaper headline that says 6-year-old child gets eaten by shark the
Yeah.
next day.
By a mechanical
By
shark.
mechanical shark.
I was
The
like
guy controlling it actively tried to kill me.
yeah.
And I was like the only person who liked the ET ride just because A, I was a really big ET fan, and two,
A
and two, 2B, and I got to sit like up front with ET right in front of me, so that helped. But
Maybe if you went back, you would still like it. I don't know.
I don't know. I prefer to let those memories stay where they were.
It was just so far out there because it's like we're going to his world to save it, and then it's just okay, it's saved. Like
Bye.
it was weird.
We're here. Everything is
It
everything.
was kind of neat how you told them your name, and like they would actually the animatronics would actually say it to you.
Oh,
That was
I don't
pretty
remember that.
Was it like in a really robotic voice? Was
yeah.
was ET like hop on Joseph?
Basically, yeah.
I do remember hearing way back when they came out with when they got rid of the Back to the Future ride, and I was just kind of like, good.
They replaced that with the Simpsons ride, didn't they?
I don't know, maybe. I don't remember.
I don't know how I know that, but
The Simpsons ride was pretty good.
I don't know
It
anything.
was
about The
like
Simpsons,
writing an episode. Basically.
I've always really hated those like, I don't know, simulation rides, I guess you call them. Like Star Tours was the same thing, where you're just like sitting in a bumper car with a screen on the front of it. I've just always.
But you
not
said
really
you liked
cared
the
about
Spider-Man ride.
That was not the same thing. You're in a little cart and like you're moving around in this building and everything. It just there were a whole bunch of screens, and also it was 3D. So back before that was commonplace, and you'd get like tossed off of a skyscraper, and then the
Yeah.
web would catch you when you were really just going really fast at a screen with a web on it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was really cool in 2001.
Are you looking
before
it up
the
over there?
before
No.
the actual movie had even come out? Because
Yeah.
I remember being at Disney Quest seeing some movie, and they showed that preview trailer that they pulled after 9/11 happened, because it was the web in between the World Trade Center towers.
Yeah.
I remember that seeing
Wait.
that at Disney Quest.
Disney Quest? What is that?
It was like it's like an arcade, like a Disney arcade from the future. Granted, it was like again 2001, so it was a lot of things that you can easily do in your living room with Kinect or whatever. But
Yeah.
you know, back then it was like, oh man, I have this little flashlight and these giant goggles, and I'm wearing a lightsaber and I'm using a lightsaber when I put those on.
Wait,
which,
this
you know,
was- this
is
was
every
at-
Wii game.
This was at Disney World or Universal Studios?
Disney World. It was
Okay.
like it wasn't part of the main park. They had like a
Yeah, it's in downtown
separate,
Disney.
yeah, and they had like the magic carpet ride that I never did because the line was too long. But there was some kind
I
of
bet it was awesome.
I bet it was.
And
There
now
was
it's gone.
There was a river rafting thing where it's like you'd sit in a big inflatable raft, and you had oars on either side that just had little wheels on the side, and you sort of like row your
I remember-
row your rubber boat down a river.
I remember that, but that was at Epcot.
They probably had it there too.
I went in like 1996, so
Yeah.
that was when I went as a
Oh
kid.
no, the coolest one was the pirate ship, because you walked in a big room onto the
Oh,
deck of a
yeah.
pirate ship, and there were like 6 or 8 cannons lining the side of it, and then one person had to be the captain with the steering wheel, and they'd
pretty
steer
awesome.
you around on this pirate ship, and you had to pull ripcords for the cannons and
That's
shoot
awesome.
the other ships.
That's pretty cool.
It was neato.
That's pretty great. There's this is kind of related, but there's this game that I've always wanted to play, the Space Bridge Simulator thing, where it's like you basically have to set it up like a LAN party to do it. It's like
is it like one of the Star Trek simulations?
Yeah. Like there's big groups of people that play it, you know, whatever competitive. I don't know if you play competitively, but there's like conventions for these things.
If
like,
there's a video game, it's played competitively, at least on some level, I'm sure.
So like they you know have all their computers hooked up and everything, and it's one person is just the captain that doesn't actually have a screen, I don't think, and then just shouts out orders to all of the crew.
They're the raid leader.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. And
I can't remember what it's called.
I really wanted to try that out, even though I usually really hate games like that.
There's also a game kind of like that I really want to play. That's for iOS, I think it's called, where it's some kind of thing like that, but you have to shout out. A thing comes up on you have to like play it with like 3 people with iPhones or something, like at least 3 people, and this command comes up on your screen that is related to another person's screen, and it's just like space jargon, like doesn't make any sense, like relay power supply to the 8C converters, and on someone else's phone it'll say reroute power supply, like they'll have to press a thing, so you're just shouting at each other to do these things so you don't crash or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I do remember talking about advanced at the time games. I remember the last time I went to Epcot, the main thing that I played was an arcade version of Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis, so that dates me a little bit.
The one where you could play as the raptor?
Yes.
It's a pretty good one.
I only played as the raptor.
Duh.
That was brand new back then, so whenever I went, because I was in like first grade maybe.
Yeah, you could play as like the raptor or Grant, I think.
Yeah, it's like who
wants to play?
That's not even a contest. That's not even a contest.
Why would you even
hard.
waste pixels on that? Come on, man.
All 10 of the pixels it would take to render him.
That's right.
So anyway, before we get into Disney World here, we should mention now that in case you haven't noticed, I don't know if you have, or if you go to the THAC store every single day.
They just like to hang out at the store.
Yeah, just set it up or just make that their homepage for some reason. We have a new storefront.
Looks pretty nice.
That looks way nicer than the old one.
And is way easier to manage too.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
might actually serve as the template for the rest of the site if we ever get around to that.
Just like build the rest of it around the store page. I'd be okay with that.
We could.
It looks pretty nifty.
Yeah.
Kind of do that if we wanted to, but yeah, it's powered by Shopify now, which is way better at tracking your stuff as compared to us tracking our stuff.
Before, we couldn't do individual inventories for sizes, so it was just like, in order to do that, we would have to create new items. So the entire thing, it would be like, here's a page for all the logo shirts, small through XXL.
Yeah.
Now Shopify, weird, can track sizes.
Yep. So that's if anyone out there wants to get in the e-commerce game, Shopify comes heavily recommended.
Also, oh my
Shipping
god,
is still weird as hell, though.
Shipping is still a nightmare, especially international shipping.
it still makes international way easier because we don't have to manually fill out customs forms every single time. It does that for you.
Yeah.
Every time we're wrong on an international order and like end up having to pay $4 extra or something for it, just think, at least we didn't have to type it out.
Yep. There's that.
It's the convenience fee.
That's right.
It's like anytime I go to Target, something costs more at Target. It's like, well, that's just the not Walmart fee. It's like I'm willing to pay more for something for it to not be something I don't like. So yeah, that was a weird example, but I just got back from Walmart, so that's probably why.
Sorry,
I was thinking
still the wounds are still fresh.
Yeah. So it's so yeah, that's going on now. We're hoping to. Oh, we're also reevaluating how the charity section works too.
Yes.
Because we had the kind of realization of like, if you're getting the same thing for the charity version as a not charity version, what's the incentive to buy it?
Why not just put up a donate button to those charities?
Yeah, why not just donate yourself and then buy the thing? So we're gonna make we're in light contact now with the charities that we're looking at to see if we can put their actual logo on our new thing. If not, we're still gonna donate,
make something exclusive for it.
So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a sticker or whatever that has the price marked up, that has the percentage donated to our two, as of this moment, charities. So that'll be I guess that'll be the next thing we add on there, is that.
Yeah.
So
Sounds pretty neato.
yeah. So that's what's going on with that. You are working on the DVDs feverishly, which you already
Yes.
mentioned. You're at season 2 now, and
I've learned way more about like technical shit than I ever wanted to. Just like all of the aspect ratios and file size conversion differences and all this kind of garbage. That's just
hey, it's good to know.
Yeah,
You're a DVD guy now.
it's good to know for a very limited purpose. But hey, if anybody wants DVD authored on some shitty antiquated software, let me know.
If we need we just kind of I was waiting for Joseph's holding his kitty up to the microphone.
I'm not actively holding him up to the microphone.
Okay.
I was just hugging him. And he doesn't
I like having
it.
animals to pet.
I did
here.
already volunteer to help author somebody else's DVD, so that is
yeah?
already one more.
Wait, you
one more
volunteered?
thing.
You're doing it for free?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
That's what volunteer means.
Yeah, that's what volunteer means.
I offered my services. How's
Oh.
that?
Oh, okay.
So much paying.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say THAC just becomes a DVD authoring company,
Yeah.
so whatever. It's fine.
And then Blu-ray is going to be a whole new adventure, but that's not for another little bit.
Yeah.
Not much little of a bit.
in
but-
theory, you should be able to make the season 3 DVD faster than 1 and 2.
No.
Like 2 should be faster than 1, 3 should be faster than 2, but who knows?
2 should be faster than 1, but
Yeah.
there's always something else.
Yep.
Something else that wasn't a problem the last time around, so...
Yep. Thanks Adobe for not liking DVDs anymore.
I thought you were going to say thanks, Obama.
That too.
That's not even... Adobe's only partially to blame. It's just digital video in general is just like a Wild West. It's just like... There's a million different formats, and none of them are the same, and every, like, DVD only uses these certain kinds, and, you know...
Anytime I start, that's like
never
the one
easy.
thing. That's the one thing that it's good to know when you're making video that I just can never get a complete grasp on, which is what is, these pixel aspect ratios, what's the screen size, what can go on a DVD, what can't, all this garbage that you're basically having to do for me.
Because I already knew what aspect ratio was, but then I found out there's also something called pixel aspect ratio, which is
that's
completely
the one that,
different.
Yeah, that's the one that gives me the biggest headache, because the pixel aspect ratio on, say, a computer screen is one square, but on
a DVD it's 1.3 squares.
Yeah, 1.3333333333. So it's dumb.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
repeating, of course.
Yeah. UK is like 0.94 or something.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Because of course they can't have the same broadcasting standard everywhere because no one likes to be, cooperative about that kind of thing.
I just played footsie with Joseph under the coffee table that we're sitting at.
Oh, that's cute.
It's cute.
I
My
played
foot's
footsie
falling
with the
asleep.
dog.
That
So
dog's
yeah,
falling
that's
asleep.
I think that's all the
never make DVDs.
that's the THAC advice for the podcast is don't make DVDs. They're
Yeah.
hard. Let's just go all digital. Just do that.
Yeah.
Let's just make digital
So
downloads.
like we already did, pretty much.
What do you,
YouTube.
oh yeah. No, I meant like
Just put everything on YouTube.
It's the same thing. You just have to buy it off the THAC store this time,
Yeah.
but it's exactly the same.
Let's just make our own THAC player, and our files are the only things that will play on it.
Yeah. Let's make a THAC.
That seems arbitrary enough to be on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what we should do is we should make let's see, THAC discs, THAC diskettes that are the size of laser discs and has a dedicated THAC player that we sell. Like, we don't sell DVDs anymore. We sell
The hardware.
we sell the hardware and the laser disc that goes into
Well, no. It can still
the-
be a DVD, but it'll only play. It'll be a proprietary audio format that
Yeah.
will only play on Samsung players manufactured between 2006 and early 2008.
No, we just need to get a sponsor, like,
Yeah.
how Google has Asus. We can just make it, what's a brand of something that no one likes?
Acer.
Okay, yeah, we'll be
I was
Acer.
going to say HP.
People like HP. HP's all right.
That's all my dad would buy.
Yeah,
It's all he has bought since like 2000.
any kind of prefab computer is gonna have like people that love it and people that hate it because they all get different ones.
The last HP my grandparents had, oh man, I hated that thing. But it was also bought by my grandparents, so
There's your problem right there.
Yeah.
Ours was Y2K compliant. It said so on the box.
Wait, so the computer they still use was Y2K compliant?
No,
Is it that
just
old?
the first HP we ever bought. It said
Oh.
Y2K compliant in big letters on the box.
don't even know what that means. I don't think they did either.
Marketing words.
Yeah.
Marketing jargon.
The blast processing of computers. just this made up word. Made up word that no one knows what it means, but it's Y2K compliant.
Yeah.
So it'll survive. Everything else will break. Like planes will crash, the sun will go out and all this stuff, but your computer
all literally die.
Your computer will still work. I
Until
remember
Y3K, then it's
Oh
over.
yeah.
Then
Well,
it's over.
luckily
we'll be dead by then.
Luckily,
so.
we'll be dead by then. Thank God.
I've had it up to here.
I remember
With
everyone
year
was all
2000.
freaking out about Y2K, like up until about New Year's Eve, and then everyone kind of forgot about it that day because it's like Y2K was supposed to happen, at the stroke of midnight or whatever. No one said what time zone that was going by, but I remember sitting in my parents'.
It was idiots that were worried about like the world ending. Most tech people were just like, "Oh man, our numbers might be off."
This is a pain in the ass.
So
I
we
do
gotta
remember,
fix that. And it would just go by whatever time zone their computers were in.
Yeah.
My
accidentally-
uncle actually worked as a Y2K compliance engineer thing. Like he would.
So he basically got free money.
No, I mean he actually had to go in.
Oh, like actually, okay.
Like he was a tech person.
Oh, I thought you were saying like he would go to people's houses and put that sticker on there.
No, he-
like that'll be $500.
No, he strictly worked with like businesses and stuff. He was
okay.
contracted out to do that, and he's like, man, 1999 was awesome because he was like a full-time bartender too.
Yeah.
And he was like one of those really established ones where like wherever he goes, he has a bunch of customers that follow him. So he's like, I was like making insane money at night, and then I was making insane money during the day because companies would pay an arm and a leg for this.
Yep.
Accidentally left Donkey Kong 64 running over that night, and when I woke up the next morning, it froze. That was my Y2K
Oh
experience.
no! I think I already said this, but I remember my dad and my brother was playing Metal Gear Solid on January 3rd, which is when my daughter's supposed to be born, by the way. Weird.
Oh,
And the power went out, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's it.
we're done.
That's it. We're done. We're dead." And it didn't come back on for like 2 hours.
We're
so I was
fucking
like,
dead.
because I remember I kept getting more and more panic. Like the power's gonna come back on, right? Like what's going on
And
here?
they're just like, Troy, shut up.
Shut up. I did not save. I don't know why I remember he was playing Metal Gear Solid, but he was. Oh yeah, because he was doing the Psycho Mantis boss fight where it actually messes with
yeah.
your TV, and I was like, oh my god, it cut the power off.
That's the best time for the power to go off.
Yeah, it was like Psycho Mantis destroyed our power, like in this specific house.
You suck at this game.
Yeah. Jeez, Dad.
Hey, kitty.
But yeah, that's my Y2K story.
Uh,
What's your Y2K story?
I drank champagne for the first time.
Oh, fancy.
My dad was like, "Here."
That's dangerous.
We would have
Yeah.
been 12, right?
Yeah.
And then your dad gets arrested.
Yep. Sorry, Dad. What are you doing, Rocket?
Rocket is just like chasing her tail, I think.
Kind of. She was more panting heavily at her tail while she kind of backed around.
Okay, wait a minute. I need to do this real quick. Rocket, hold still for a second. I need to get the thumbnail for this video or for this podcast.
Rocket.
No, but we have the
Rocket, sit.
Oh wait, no.
we
I
have the nude drawings for the
Oh
thumbnail.
yeah, we said
okay.
that.
Oh,
That's
right.
pre-existing.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick my favorite as the thumbnail, but the rest will be like in a montage, or not a montage, but just like a little mosaic in the description.
Okay. Got it.
My dog
Sounds
is
good.
losing her
I was
mind.
gonna say my surprise for you and Joseph later could be it. We could take a picture of it.
We have
but
so many options.
yeah, just put it on Imager or something.
Yeah.
Put it on the description. Is that how you say that?
Yes.
Imager.
Imgur.
Okay,
Yes.
I've always
only
wondered.
because I was on the actual website and they had some kind of about section or something, and I saw that.
More things need to do that.
Yeah.
That would be great. Like if
Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft did that. There's an actor whose name I can never remember who to. Oh, Ken Watanabe. Like they need to have kenwatanabe.com that just says
Oh, yeah.
how to pronounce his name.
And Jake Haley.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which apparently that is completely wrong. Actually, I don't know.
I thought that was right.
He has said in multiple interviews that it's like the actual pronunciation, because it's like Danish or something.
I don't know.
Is way off, but I don't know if he's just fucking with them, fucking with the interviewers, or
Yeah.
if he's like being serious.
Man, if I had a complicated last name, I would do that all the time.
Or
I'd be
Matthew
like, you're not-
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that's basically what it sounded like, and that's why I was like, I don't know if he's serious or not,
I would absolutely.
because he was smiling like a movie star. What
He
the
was
hell?
he was trolling.
Actually, in
everyone.
my native language, my name is Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's a master troll.
Galoondily.
You win 500 internets. Ooh. So Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty good.
Oh my
was
god,
really
it was
cool.
so good. Oh my god, it was so good.
You've seen it twice,
Oh,
right?
it was
so much
fucking
fun.
good.
Joseph saw it twice, right? You saw it
Oh
twice.
yeah, I saw
I'm
it
probably
twice.
going to see it a second time at some point because
I can wait on it because I don't like.
It was buckets of
Normally,
fun.
I would bitch about movie ticket prices because we went and saw IMAX 3D. So
Do you see it 3D twice?
Yes.
Jesus.
So it was mine. I went. It was $27 each time. So in 2 days, spent over $50 seeing the movie, and it was worth every penny.
Wait, $27 for both of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, it was so good.
I just saw it in plain screen mode.
I was just
and it was
grinning
very,
like an idiot the entire time.
Yep, I was very happy. So if you have not seen that yet, you definitely should. I don't
Awesome.
really want to talk a whole lot about it because I don't want to spoil anything. Just like it's thought
brightly colored and flashy in all the right ways.
makes the Avengers look like crap to
It
me.
makes it look like dog shit.
Yeah.
It really does.
Well, I never fully was on the whole Avengers hype train to begin
I
with.
I
liked-
wasn't either.
I liked it. It was a spectacle of a movie.
I
but-
am a fan of it. I still
Yeah.
think it's a good movie, but not compared to Guardians of the Galaxy. I have one movie poster, and that's Speed Racer.
obviously.
Obviously,
But you're thinking about getting a second one?
not even thinking about. We are getting
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I saw one that just had Rocket and Groot on it, and I really want that one because
I want the actual theatrical poster
I've actually
I like it.
I've been a fan of Rocket Raccoon since like elementary school, and I don't know why. I think I had like
because he's awesome.
well, no, like I didn't realize that he was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy or anything. I think my grandma gave me because there were two comics my grandma gave me a lot of. One was Rocket Raccoon, the other one was Bucky O'Hare, and for some reason,
Did he swear as much in the comic as he does in the movie?
no.
Oh.
I mean, it was more kid
I
friendly.
mean, he's still a wisecracking raccoon with a big gun, so what's
Yeah.
not to like?
Yeah.
Oh man, Bradley Cooper did such a good job.
It didn't even sound like Bradley Cooper
Yeah,
to me, which is weird.
You said this, and I agree. I was like, I thought it was just going to sound like
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, but no, he knocked it out of the park.
I thought I didn't like Bradley Cooper, but it turned out it was pretty much just I didn't like Bradley Cooper in The Hangover because there was American Hustle first,
Yeah.
which he was great in, and then this.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan now.
I got Silver Linings Playbook from the library, but I forgot to watch it before I brought it back. So,
Apparently, people didn't like American Hustle, like a lot of people. Like it's a lot of people on the internet for some reason, and I don't know why.
Thought it was.
I
great.
thought it was that might be the hardest I've ever laughed in the theater ever. So I don't know.
I don't know
what
about
the deal with
that,
was.
but I think the hardest I ever laughed in the theater ever was when I saw Bruce Almighty when they did the babbling thing.
Oh.
I thought that was really funny. Also, when we saw Bruno.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you saw
Bruno!
That part, the part I'm talking about
Yeah.
is
That might be the hardest single moment I've laughed, but I think American Hustle might be the hardest continuous laughter. Maybe that or like Wolf of Wall Street, maybe because that one was up there too. Because those were almost back to back. Anyway, back to Guardians of the Galaxy.
I want to see it
was so
again
good.
now. I want to see it a third time.
If I decide to go see it again, you want me to let you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, yes,
Will
I
do.
do.
it was everything that I wanted the Avengers to be, and the Avengers are still good. It
was everything I wanted the Star Wars prequels to be.
yeah.
I think it benefited a lot because with Avengers, we had actually talked about this off the air.
Before
about-
we were live.
When Troy and I were getting lunch the other day about how with the Avengers, it's like the movie is built around you already know these people with the
Yeah.
exception of Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Well, it's also kind of that like they're kind of American staples anyway. So it's
Yeah.
like you a lot of people know what the Hulk is. A lot of
Yeah.
people know what Captain America is.
Whereas with Guardians of the Galaxy, you actually are building all these characters while telling this big story, and that just made it so much more enjoyable. It was really good. I like it a lot.
Dave Bautista was really good.
Yeah.
They were all really good. I wasn't crazy
who?
about Dave Bautista, that's his name, right? Dave?
Batista.
Batista.
Yeah.
Okay, I
just
thought you
know-
said
I did-
Ortiz.
I always
was like,
forgot his
Batista.
first name. I just knew him as Batista because he's
Yeah.
been
Deacon
in.
Batista, you said?
Yeah, he was Deacon Batista whenever he
Yep.
first debuted in the WWE in like
now he just
2003.
goes by Batista.
Yeah,
I think the weakest out of everyone was Zoe Saldana, but that's not even really saying much. Just
I think.
because I think
her character was
got
the
shafted.
It was the straight man of the group.
Yeah.
like everyone else was all wacky, and she was just like, "These guys are idiots."
Yeah, like I'm the.
That
well,
was
I won't
her.
say that, but I am the daughter of the important thing. Yeah, so it's,
Well, it's mentioned within like the first.
yeah. Actually, it's
5 minutes.
yeah. She's Thanos' daughter. So it's like that was kind of her thing, where all the other ones had really cool things. She kind of had the one that was already kind of established. I don't know. I've only seen Thanos at the end of Avengers, and that was cool.
I didn't even remember that because I only saw it the one time. I didn't remember much.
I didn't realize who it was at first because I'm not super big into Marvel, even though I want to be now.
I thought it was Apocalypse.
I did too. I thought it was Apocalypse.
You'd be one of those fake Marvel girls.
But Apocalypse is X-Men, right?
Yeah.
So they have never said anything about X-Men and that being matched
I don't know
up
how
together.
often the Avengers and the X-Men cross paths anyway.
Well, right now they can't, unfortunately, because the X-Men rights are owned by somebody else, whoever's making them. I think it's Fox.
Didn't Fox own Spider-Man 2 before
Sony Pictures? That's pretty much why they rebooted the franchises, so they could keep those rights. But I did hear that Marvel just got the rights back to, I think it was Blade, Ghost Rider, and somebody else.
Who was it they're doing?
It wasn't Lobo, was it?
No, that's DC.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought Lobo was Marvel. Lobo seems kind of too crazy to be.
Because he's in Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So they got the rights back. Punisher.
That's what it was.
Blade, Ghost Rider, and Punisher.
Which is great.
That should be fun.
Which is great because did I ever show you that short that the Punisher was in?
That was better than the actual movies.
Yeah,
well, come on.
It's pretty. I never saw the movies.
That's not a high bar to hit.
Yeah. So after I finished after we saw Guardians of the Galaxy, I just realized like, man, this is an absolutely. I really really hate to use this word, but they are doing like an epic undertaking with all of like literal the word epic.
They're turning the comics into movies.
Yeah,
like, I know they're making this. It's like, well, yeah, they're making comic movies. No, they are taking the entire universe and making a cinematic universe.
Yeah, that's crazy. And apparently,
something that people have been wanting for the people that have been into the comics have wanted for like decades.
I guess. Yeah,
I love Batman. I love DC. But Marvel, they're doing it right.
Well,
it's so good.
I would say they have more experience with it too, because I think it seems to me that with the upcoming Batman v Superman, which is a dumb title, we'll just make it versus. It sounds like a courtroom thing. Like
the state of California versus Superman.
I'm suspending habeas corpus on your ass.
It seems like with that, DC, is it DC Studios? Is that a thing? I don't know. DC is wanting to make their own Avengers with the Justice League, and I think they're starting with that,
which will be cool. It's kind of interesting because
as long as it's its own thing.
Up until I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, Dark Knight was my favorite comic book movie.
Yeah.
But now Guardians of the Galaxy is there, and it's almost not fair to compare them because they're so wildly different. DC is definitely going the dark and gritty, air quotes, realistic approach and everything, whereas Marvel is definitely like doing campy in a way that I never thought would work in a movie.
But it absolutely does.
Like, it's okay, Batman and Robin was campy in the worst possible way.
Yeah.
So it's like after that they're like, okay, with Batman Begins and everything, we're going to do this gritty thing. We're going to make it more dramatic and everything, and that'll work. It'll be a standard dramatic movie fare, but with comic book, and it worked for that series.
Yeah.
Marvel is like, we still want this to feel like a comic book.
Well, yeah, because most Marvel superheroes are like kind of goofy, so it's
also are DCs. They just they
take themselves a little more seriously. While still being goofy.
I guess they're crazier and more colorful. I guess
Batman was just as campy like until the 80s.
Yeah.
Until then, like
went all grimdark on it.
Yeah.
Man, imagine if DC like pulled a Marvel and made a Batman movie that was like 60s Batman. That would be the coolest shit.
Adam West is Alfred.
Yeah, starring Adam West as someone. Do you see that they're making, I think it's Fox is making the Gotham show?
Is Adam West going to be Batman?
No. God, I wish.
He voices a lot of stuff.
No, it's not a cartoon, it's a live action show because it's just called Gotham, and it's kind of like a drama in Gotham City where the main character is Commissioner Gordon.
Okay.
Like Batman doesn't exist. Like Bruce Wayne is a kid.
So it's Batman Year One, the TV show, or
no? Batman's a kid. Like it's
there's no Batman
from the trailers. It looks like
Gordon a beat cop, or is he already commissioner?
I don't know, because I mean,
comic book continuity is so stupid.
Yeah. If you ever watched the OC, the guy the main character in that, you know him if you saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the look on Joseph's face.
if you watch the OC,
You didn't watch the OC? What's wrong with you? That was a good show. It wasn't bad. Shut up.
All I know about
I
it
know
is
nothing about it. I'm not judging you. I just no, I don't know.
I thought, I mean, that was kind of our high school times.
all I know about it is that what you say got popular from that.
Yeah.
That's where that came from.
Wasn't it just like a teen drama thing?
I mean, it was good for a teen drama, is why it was popular. It has a 7.5 on IMDb, so
Okay.
that's good.
So
it's
worth a watch if you have nothing else.
not Peter
Maybe.
Gallagher.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally a teen drama. Ben McKenzie is his name. That he's here. It's
Show me
this guy.
picture.
I know who you're talking about.
That guy.
Commissioner Gordon has a mustache though.
This
guy
is
does-
young Commissioner Gordon, so I don't know. I mean,
This asshole.
jeez, man. But
There's no mustache on that baby face.
It looks cool, but also it also kind of looks like Smallville with Batman.
What if
is what it looks like?
What if HBO made a Fargo-esque Gotham?
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty good. Following Commissioner Gordon.
That'd be cool. But it's Fox, so I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah.
be good or not. Yeah, because they have
Fargo's really good, and it was on FX.
Get
so.
Gary Oldman. They could get Gary Oldman.
yeah, they have
Or Bryan Cranston, like in the animated thing they did. They animated Batman Year One, the book, like
Yeah.
as a straight to DVD type thing, and Bryan Cranston was Commissioner Gordon in that.
Oh yeah, because it was a 2-part DVD for
Yeah.
some reason, even though Year One was really short.
No, Year One was one part. It was Dark Knight Returns,
Oh,
which was
okay.
had Peter Weller as Batman.
That's right.
So-
That's right. But I say it looks
Peter
like
Weller was RoboCop. For those who don't know,
How could you not?
Idiots.
How could you not know that? I say it looks like Smallville because they literally have a young Penguin in it,
Oh.
a young Riddler, and a young Catwoman. I think.
Oh.
And they're just like kids.
Oh.
So Batman babies.
I think I might skip that one.
I mean, I watched the trailer for it. It looked pretty good. So I don't know. I mean,
My mom once told me I should get into Smallville because she was a big comic book nerd, and she's like, "This is how a comic book show should be," and I never got around to it. And then like years later, I was like, "Hey, is that still worth a watch?" And she's like, "No."
I guess
No.
Yeah,
it was
I guess
how they should have been when the bar for comparison was back in 2001. Maybe that was the best it got back then.
And she was also like, it went Dawson's Creek.
I was gonna say, did it go full Dexter?
Went Dawson's Creek. I saw some of the first ones because a friend of mine was really big into it in high school, and it was pretty much like that from the start.
Maybe it just wore thin really quickly on her.
Are you talking about Dawson's Creek or Smallville?
Smallville.
Oh, okay. Smallville came on the CW, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Which is really all you need to say, really.
Well, I don't know. Like some popular shows that I did not realize were on the CW are on CW.
Like,
One Tree Hill is what, because you told me One Tree Hill was on
yeah.
the CW. Because why are we talking about these shitty shows?
I don't know.
Guardians of the Galaxy was so good, though.
Guardians of the Galaxy was really good. You should go see it.
The music.
Please see
oh
it.
my god! I know the music had like its own plot point, but even if it didn't have the plot point, the music was so good.
I kind of got really excited the first trailer I saw that had that song at the end of it. And I was like, this movie does not take itself very seriously, and I am okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as I saw it directed
talking
by
about,
James
like-
Gunn, I figured it wasn't going to take itself too seriously, so I'm glad I wasn't wrong on that.
Well, there's not a whole lot of things to compare that to because he did Slither, and that's pretty much it as far as most people are concerned. So it's like, yeah, Slither didn't take itself very seriously, but it's not like he has a bunch of movies that don't take themselves very seriously. So it's kind of a weird
You said
thing.
it was a Joss Whedon movie, but better.
Yeah. I mean,
It did a better job of being Joss Whedon than Joss Whedon does.
yeah, the dialogue in it was better being Joss Whedon than like the Avengers was to me. So
Yeah.
It's-
No, it was. Oh, it was so good.
I think Joss
Please
Whedon's
go
fine.
see it
Yeah.
because just found out that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out earned it.
yeah, by a lot apparently.
So, come on,
I saw it. Speaking of
those weird fucking people-faced turtles. They're gonna beat Guardians of the Galaxy. I understand it's
for kids, but
it's
a better-known
franchise.
IP.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it was so good. I went into the theater because I had already heard, it was really good, and everyone was like, "This is my favorite Marvel movie," and I was expecting it to be a good action movie, like on par with Avengers. But it met and exceeded all of my expectations. Fucking go see it, man.
Yeah, I would say that the Avengers met my expectations exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy way exceeded them, and I had pretty high expectations.
Yeah.
Because I really like Rocket Raccoon. So I mean, Yeah.
I would agree with these things.
Also, the cameo at the end. I was happy about that. Don't say anything. But
I'm not. Yeah.
Stay after the credits.
I guess
because it's a Marvel movie, so it's yeah.
I think. Whatever.
Don't spoil it. Just
get mad about Ninja Turtles some more.
Yeah, that's actually next.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I just wrote Guardians of the Galaxy was totally rad, and then why can't anyone seem to get Ninja Turtles right? Because no one seems to really get what makes the Ninja Turtles good, including, like, I guess everyone. Everyone wants something different.
I'm still not going to go and pay movie price for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, especially while Guardians of the Galaxy is still in theaters. I'll go see it a third time before I see Teenage Mutant
Nerd Turtles.
Nerd Turtles.
Just call them Nerd Turtles from now on.
The Nerd Turtles.
Ninja Nerdles.
That sounds like such a dad forum kind of insult. The Nerd Turtles.
The dad forums.
Oh, my kid, all he cares about are these darn Nerd Turtles.
Playing his Nintendo all the time. Get off my lawn.
The kind of forums where, when you're mad at someone, you replace the S's with $signs if it's a business.
Or if you say ass, you have to bleep it out.
Or you use $signs for the S's.
Or you actually put in the brackets bleep. And I've seen that before.
My bleeping.
Yeah. But anyway, it's like
okay. But yeah, I will say that I've been seeing a lot of the commercials for it on, whenever you have an ad pop up on any video, and it seems like, at least in terms of the personality wise, it seems like they're pretty close, but this is going off of minute long clips.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Leonardo and Raphael seem kind of the same to me, and
Raphael has always been the
tough guy,
the smart ass.
His mask is a do-rag. Yeah.
And Michelangelo seems kind of dumb and wacky, so that's
how he should be. Yeah.
That's right. So maybe in terms of personality, it's okay, but I don't know. I don't like Megan Fox.
I don't.
Megan Fox, isn't it?
Yeah, she plays April O'Neil.
Really?
And the cameraman guy is Will Arnett. So
which is fine, but April O'Neil was little 5 and 6 year old me's crush. So. Yeah. Megan Fox, get out of there.
I don't like you, Megan Fox. You're not my ideal candidate.
I was never really into Ninja Turtles as much growing up to be invested, so I'll have to sit this one out.
People faces now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
they've
read some of the comics, but never really.
They've never had that. It's always been
they don't look teenage at all to me. They just look like giant brutes.
Yeah,
especially I saw a clip today actually.
To be fair, the other ones, it's hard to make a turtle look like a teenager, but they definitely acted like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Cowabunga.
Hey.
It's if you haven't really looked at it, look up what Raphael looks like. He is gigantic.
They're all huge.
No, Raphael is gigantic.
Apparently Johnny Knoxville is the voice of Leonardo.
All right.
Also, Tony Shalhoub is Splinter.
All right. That's okay. Yeah. I've never really hated Johnny Knoxville. So.
I haven't either.
I think he is underrated.
Yeah.
I think he is extremely hardworking, and he's actually a pretty decent actor.
I would say, because we were talking, this is not very related, but we were talking about how they were making, or they announced the actors they were looking at for True Detective Season 2, and Vince Vaughn is one of them. Yeah. And I said I'm completely okay with him having a Matthew McConaughey style renaissance where he's actually really good. People just didn't give him a chance. I feel like Johnny Knoxville deserves that too.
Yes.
I think that he would be pretty good at that.
I mean, I never did see that movie Bad Grandpa, but I heard that he did a better than expected job in that.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So yeah, give Johnny Knoxville a reconnaissance.
Cartoon Raphael.
Yeah.
Let me. It's not the next picture over.
Oh, I figured out who the fourth actor they said was gonna be in True Detective, and his name is Taylor Kitsch. He was in John Carter and stuff. He's kind
he
of
or she. He
movie Raphael.
That doesn't even do it justice. Yeah. The clip that I saw, it was just.
We'll find some muscle-bound turtle pictures here.
Yeah, he is gigantic. Oh, my foot's falling asleep.
Oh.
So you guys want to get into
why we're on location?
Why we're on location today? Yeah.
Josephine might have to explain.
Yeah.
Okay, so our avid listeners out there will remember us talking about THAClebees.
Our moms, yeah.
Yeah, our moms know we've been talking about THAClebees. It's kind of a running joke. Well, when
I
we
hope
got
my
back,
mom doesn't listen to this.
Yeah, me too.
we
She
use
probably
swears. When we got back from Oklahoma, Maya picked us up from the airport and said, "So I want to do a test kitchen." And she pitched it to us.
It was tough. We're tough.
Yeah,
We're hard
tough
sells.
Yeah.
And after seriously about 20 seconds of hard selling us, we were like, okay, fine, we'll do it. So we are here at the THAClebees test kitchen with some themed foods that you can look forward to finding in our future restaurants.
Are these recipes at all, or did you just make these?
They are all homemade.
So you can
Everything is from scratch. Even we'll get there.
Yeah.
But there are some fries. I won't name them yet.
Okay.
Because I kind of like the name.
Okay.
But the fries are
Did you write down the recipe, Mai? We should share that with people.
share them.
Yeah. Put them on the THAC store.
But
for $100.
Actually made with potatoes that we bought and everything. So there's no pre-bought crap in there.
That sounds way classier than the real THAClebees would ever
Well,
be.
obviously we're going to buy way cheaper ingredients.
Well, yeah. Have you ever seen the Applebee's like test kitchen commercials or whatever? It's like everyone's wearing chef hats and everything and all this bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
Just
all
like
these-
Maya's
Oh, it's
right
so
now.
cute.
These freshly made ingredients and everything. It's like, no, those are going to be frozen as hell when you get them.
Yep.
Maybe they'll be frozen when they're on your. Maybe they'll be unfrozen.
It's
when
like
they're on your
TGI
table.
Fridays frozen foods is literally the stuff
same.
they serve
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
restaurants.
But
So
anyway, let's
let's bust this stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said sample sizes? Sample sizes, but we ended up getting a full meal, it looks like.
Whoops. Which is bad because I ate like an hour ago.
Yeah. We have here a grapefruits are bullshit salad.
Oh boy. Grapefruits
featuring-
are bullshit or just grapefruits and bullshit?
Maybe, yes.
Okay.
Featuring slices of grapefruit, avocado, and I thought you were going to do kale.
It is kale.
Oh, and kale. And
Junior, get off.
with a house dressing with some grapefruit juice on it. Yeah.
No.
Might have
I'm-
dried up by now since we took so long to get.
I
to
am
it, but-
probably going to hate it because I don't like grapefruits.
Well, I'm gonna try this right now. I like grapefruits.
I will.
Me
I will,
too.
I will give it a shot.
I'm not much of an avocado guy,
Yeah.
but
Avocado.
I'll give it a bite anyway.
Oh Jesus!
What is it?
No, it's good. I have a cut in my mouth. Oh.
You don't have to hate it so much.
Okay.
No, I have a cut on my mouth and the grapefruit juice touched it, and grapefruit juice is like acid.
I got a bite without just straight up grapefruit on it. Not bad. Not bad.
pretty good.
This avocado and kale's pretty good.
Let me see if I can get a little bit of this grapefruit on it, since I know.
I like
that's what-
avocado.
Ah! It squirted me in the eye.
I thought you said scroted you in the eye.
It squirted me in the eye. I need a knife to
No.
cut this grapefruit.
Just eat it like a man.
I don't want to eat an entire piece of grapefruit. I tried that once, and you got the real reaction on film.
Really?
Just me weeping.
What? When did this happen? When was that? Oh yeah, that video we made.
Yeah.
Joseph's reaction wasn't entirely fictional.
Sorry, that was like 3 years ago.
You have to remember everything you've done always.
Yeah,
You have to keep a detailed log of everything you've ever said.
this is pretty good. I'm not a big fan of kale, but I say that only having eaten kale chips before,
Okay.
so I've never actually had plain ass kale like this, or like raw kale. I
See,
guess
it's okay because it can't
alright.
be too good because it's THAClebees. So
That's yeah.
I would eat this. I just got a little bit of the grapefruit.
I would eat that.
And I think the other flavors tempered it a bit and made it doable.
I like the way avocado tastes. I don't like the way it feels.
Oh.
See, I think this otherwise would have been too good but the fact that it had to sit out for a while, and so it's kind of cooled down,
Yeah.
I think that makes it more like an authentic THAClebees experience.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sure.
If it had been completely fresh, it would have been too good.
No, we see what we should have done. We should have gotten some heat lamps.
Ah.
Put
Oh,
it
yeah.
under those.
Left it for about an hour.
No,
Yeah.
made this yesterday.
Yeah,
and
left
then
it under the
them
heat
under the
lamp.
heat lamps.
Overnight.
We also have a couple of appetizers here.
Uh-huh.
We have
Apps.
loop of happiness onion rings, or onion loop of happiness, unhappiness,
Okay.
whatever.
Onion happiness loop.
They're onion rings. Onion rings.
I already snuck a few of the onion rings. They're pretty good.
They are pretty good.
I really like homemade onion rings.
We also have
The only way that could be better is if they were beer battered.
we have Tim and Jerry's just a piece of cheese fries.
Fries with just a piece of cheese on them.
Yeah. Fresh
delicious.
cut potato fries with cheese melted on it.
Please tell me it's
And
like.
now congealed.
Please
Nope.
tell me it's just like Kraft singles on top of it.
No,
Aw.
a cheese block.
You tried way too hard, Ma. You tried to make it good.
The only place I shop at is Sam's and Walmart.
Yeah. So, same place that Applebee's buys their
Yeah.
stuff. Ah. Now we take a break from talking to eat
Yeah.
and everything.
How did he get up there?
He jumped from.
The TV. He jumped from the TV up onto the
Pepper gets up there all the time on mine.
That's nuts.
coup de grace, the entree here, are hot dog dogs on a dog bun.
I like that first laugh better.
It's a hot dog.
What kind of bun is this?
Regular bun I made, except I forgot to add egg in it. So it's
Oh, so you made it. I was going
Oh,
to say
you
these
made bread for it? Oh.
Oh no.
There's so much. There's
Oh,
more
no.
effort put into this meal than the rest of the podcast.
This I think I might need to microwave this.
I think this might end up being the most THAClebees accurate item, solely because it's been sitting out for a while, not because of the inherent quality, because otherwise it was very well made. But since it's been sitting out for a while, I'm just going to lean in close when I take a bite of this.
That's a crunch there.
I almost couldn't get my jaws down all the way. Oh,
I would say microwave this real quick, but I don't want to. I don't
no.
want to spoil the illusion.
It has to be...
That's the kind of quality you can look forward to experiencing at our first THAClebees.
Yeah.
franchise.
THAClebees' food is mainly going to be hopeful, but with a slight undercurrent of
Sadness.
regret.
Yeah. Man,
The
we're gonna,
regret here being, man, we should have done this feature first.
Yeah. Well, no. Having your food taste kind of like regret will probably get a C and D from Applebee's.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna microwave.
Okay, so
Okay.
thank you for choosing to listen to the...
We have one last thing.
Oh,
Right back.
no.
Our dessert is a Craig Digsby's dirt cake.
Oh,
Alternatively titled the Craig Digsby $1 Million Dirt Cake. Now I see what it
I see
Oreo
Oreo.
crumbles.
Oreo, yep.
What is this white?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, I'm not going to be told. It's poison.
It is not poison, I can tell you that.
It's mayonnaise. It's straight up mayonnaise.
It's not mayonnaise.
I know it's not mayonnaise. What is it?
If you can't tell, then I'm not going to say it. Because you're not going to eat it after I say it.
Okay, I've been told that if I can't guess, she's not going to tell me because then I won't eat it. What is it?
It's a combination of vanilla pudding,
Okay.
whipping cream, and cream cheese.
Okay. See that it's
I'm okay with that.
vanilla yogurt.
Vanilla pudding,
Oh, vanilla pudding. What else?
whipping cream,
Whipping cream and cream cheese. Okay. No, I don't like cream cheese by itself. Just like I don't like mayonnaise or ketchup by itself, but when you mix it with other things, then I
Cream cheese actually mixes surprisingly well with a lot of things.
So that's what this is, with Oreo crumbles on top. It's pretty darn good.
Wait, you don't like cream cheese on like a bagel or something?
No.
So you don't hate it?
No, I don't hate it.
Good.
I opposite of hate it. I think it is fabulous.
I'm gonna finish.
You already
eating-
finished it.
I'm gonna
I
finish
didn't.
eating the other food first before I get to that.
I this has been far too positive of an experience for THAClebees, but
Here's what we should do. We should have people send in to our email address, which is podcast@THAC.tv. Send us in just not recipes, just titles of food. And then we'll take those titles.
We'll have
and
Mai make it,
Mai will
and-
make it for us. Yeah.
I like that idea. It can be a segment.
Yeah. The THAC Test Kitchen.
Yep.
So
You're
now
hired, Mai.
You're hired. Yeah. You're hired as the official THAClebees head chef. Because Applebee's has a head chef.
Food scientist.
Because on those Applebee's commercials, they have those like the head chef of Applebee's that makes all the ingredient or the recipes and everything. It's like, what did you do to earn this? Like, what
Why
have
are
you
you
done?
such an asshole?
Why are
we
you
could try
not?
and we
why are
could
you
try
not
and
Guy
find a way.
Fieri?
We could try and find a way to sell like THAC box lunches through the mail. Freeze dried dog hot dogs. Just add water and microwave.
Yeah.
I microwaved mine way too long, and it's really hot now.
Good
it's
job.
It's a hot dog.
Hey.
Dog.
So let's
Yeah.
So what do you say we move on to some of these questions that we got?
But I gotta finish eating.
We got a floor. It's gonna take forever
We
to
gotta
finish
do
eating all this
something.
stuff. We can eat it after we record this mess. Okay. Emails. First email. He is first solely because it is from Bradley.
No.
Bradley says, I only somewhat remember this because I haven't listened to the podcast since we posted it 2 weeks ago. We talked about pods at some point.
Yeah. Right.
Like he says.
Head.
He says Bradley says first, yes, pods are everywhere in the world, at least in Canada and the U.S. I see them all over suburban Ottawa. Second, for the question, are you eventually going to see the comedy THAC shorts, or are you guys mainly focusing on the follow-up series to Marble Hornets? I know you guys also said something about a comedy series. Do you have anything you can speak about with regards to it? We still want to be putting up shorts on the THAC channel in some form or another. Some of which will be Dawson Rama, some of which will be Nature Breaks, THAC shorts. We have one that we've actually been wanting to make for a really long time, but I don't want to go into too much detail about it. But now might be the right time to finally get that, at least the ball rolling on that.
Well, we have
We're running out of time on it. So.
we have a THAC short that's actually been shot that we need to.
That is
Oh,
true. That is true.
Joseph shot it and roughly edited it together, and then
Yeah. Pretty rough.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know. But I'm just gonna we'll go through, and there's some green screen stuff in it that needs to be done, so we'll need to do that. So I will take care of that. For
Edited
you.
it in.
God, that's my favorite 2 words to
Yep.
say.
Edited it
Edited it.
in that there are some shots on there. Yep. Sure are.
So the answer to all 3 of those questions is yes.
Sorry, I have a mouthful of hot dog.
Man, this is going to be a really obnoxious podcast.
It really is.
I'm not editing out a single bite or slurp.
You got plenty of them.
Joshua says, I don't know what this is in regards to. I guess it's a response to something. It says, or unless it's a random tidbit, which we also like random tidbit. It says McDonald's recipe secret: Mac fries, which are their official name, are made with natural beef flavoring.
Huh.
What?
Yeah, the fries are made with beef flavoring. So
Natural
like
doesn't
the
mean
French
shit,
fries?
though.
yeah. So I guess if you're a vegetarian, don't eat their fries, which I don't think you would do that if you were a vegetarian anyway.
No.
Or if you're allergic to beef, if you're allergic to cows, I'm sure
Well,
that
it
is a
says
thing.
natural beef flavoring, so there's probably no beef whatsoever in any of that
As opposed to
process.
artificial beef flavoring.
Yep.
Ew.
Natural is a misnomer, though.
Yeah, which is what I mean. Everything is literally natural, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah,
Well, I mean, it's like
It's not a term that's regulated.
yeah.
well, they can say natural beef flavoring, but that doesn't necessarily mean that natural flavoring could have been is actually beef.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
That's
that
what
is
I'm saying.
Natural.
It's like there was never any beef
Yeah.
involved.
Like, what was the flavoring? It was like raspberry flavoring that they get out of like beaver's anal glands or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which,
something like that.
I don't know if that's an urban legend. It sounds
No.
like it. That sounds like something my grandmother would say. Like, well, Coca-Cola flavoring contains bat doo-doo. She told me that once. For real.
Maybe she meant the thing about how you can have rat droppings on your cans or something.
No, she just said there's bat doo-doo in it. But then again, somebody probably told her that at one point, and then it
Yeah.
just spiraled out of control.
Don't that Rocket tried to eat that.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's
Sorry.
why I put it. That's
Sorry,
why I
sorry.
said Rocket, you asshole, because that was a really good fry that had all the cheese on it. She tried to eat it out of my hand. The dick.
Because it was a good fry.
I was holding it right here, and she like tried to grab it out
That's
of
the
my hand.
rocket zone.
Yep. Rocket, go away. I'm trying to eat my dang old food.
She says, me too, man.
I want some of that stuff. I want some of that THAClebees food.
Oh, she wants to get in on the experience.
Yeah.
JC,
What if she took a bite and just kind of spit it and I was like, eh.
She just vomited everywhere.
It's like, yeah. That's the reaction we're looking for.
JC asks, number 1, now that Marble Hornets is over, will you reveal how you did the operator? Maybe. Number 3,
No.
Number 2, will you make more DOSorama? Yes. And do more playthroughs of Ride to Hell Retribution. I almost forgot about that.
Maybe.
Well,
we have better internet now.
there is a thing that has been in the news about that recently,
What?
where Twitch is changing its
Okay.
yeah.
I actually did want to talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah, because YouTube acquired Twitch.
They have not acquired it yet.
Yes, they have.
They haven't.
They have.
Google has not acquired Twitch yet. I don't think.
Well, they've already input all of the changes. So I'm
Not from what I have heard. It's like the reason they are doing that is because to help with the Google merger, they're
Okay.
using Google's technology to kind of sweeten the deal, I guess, because nothing is finalized yet. I don't
okay.
think.
Well, maybe that's the case.
Yeah.
I think I heard that too. Like,
Yeah.
they're using the technology, but the deal has not been sealed yet, like you said.
Like, I think
Yeah.
they said it's going to happen. It's just a matter of paperwork,
So
but it's not official yet.
they're making some pretty big changes for the company that has I think your more intelligent streamers get it, but a lot of the loud ones aren't the smart ones. So they're all up in arms
Your
like,
words, not mine.
hey, whatever.
this show's all about white hot opinions.
That's right.
Go for it.
So, a lot of people are very loudly complaining about all of these changes. One is they can no longer archive footage for longer than 30 days, which makes sense. These video files are huge. Of course, they're not going to store it on their own dime for that long.
The thing that I'm finishing a bite there. The problem I have with that is what I think you're about to say anyway, was that the premium users also do not have unlimited archiving, which I think
Yeah.
is kind of shitty.
Well,
Was that part of the original user agreement?
Yeah.
Like, that's why you would do premium? Okay.
Well,
Well, no,
right now,
the premium user, in terms of the broadcasters themselves, it's just the same as using Google AdSense.
Okay.
It's like they don't pay for that
Oh.
privilege.
Okay.
The-
I don't know shit about Twitch, so
You're
you're educating
the
me.
different tier levels of the users, like the turbo users that pay like Twitch directly and stuff. It's like they don't get ads at all, and any channel they're watching, the channel operator gets 100% of the ad revenue from that person for
if
their
they're just
view.
watching it.
For just watching it, because what's happening is like Twitch is like, yeah, you can have that entire cut because we got more than that from this
you.
person.
Yeah.
So there's things like that, and then there are people that subscribe to certain channels and everything. But this only affects the actual broadcasters in that it's like you can't use us to park your stuff on forever. You put it on YouTube. It's really easy to export those VODs.
I feel like once the acquisition by Google is official, they'll have some kind of archive on YouTube option.
Maybe. And like it'll just be a button.
Yeah.
You'll just link your YouTube account. But the other big one is that now they aren't. this is something that's bugged me for so long because people would just get on there and they would play Pandora and stuff.
Yeah.
And
that is not something that would happen forever.
And I've done that too. Like I've streamed like a couple of times and I've had Pandora going, but I also don't put ads on mine because it's not even an option for me.
That basically takes you off the radar from that.
And even then I felt kind of skeevy about it.
It doesn't make it right. But no one's going to come after you really, as far as I know.
So I was really happy when they're still not like regulating you having it playing on your live channel, but what they are doing is that if you have that copyrighted music playing and you put it on your archive or whatever, it's going to like take out a 30-minute chunk and just delete the sound completely using the same kind of copyright detecting technology they use for other videos,
including us.
And there are people getting so mad about that, and I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. If you didn't want this to happen, use your own goddamn music. Like,
well, there's also the problem that I see. Don't play Pandora because that is absolutely not okay. But the problem is games like Grand Theft Auto or something having licensed soundtracks. Like, where's the line in that?
Well, I think in that case, they're going to realize there are things like that going on. Like Grand Theft Auto, I'm sure
they haven't realized it in things like YouTube yet, and they've had years for that.
I mean, it's automated, so I'm sure it's the kind of thing that if you really cared, you would take it. And this is only affecting the archive stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm not arguing against you. I'm just saying there are some weird caveats
there definitely are. There definitely are. But a lot of the people that are arguing about it aren't arguing that. They're arguing, I should be able to play my music and stuff. It's like, it's not your music.
Yeah.
Just because you pay for a Pandora subscription, that doesn't give you licensing rights.
Yeah, if you buy a song on iTunes, you can't like sell it. Basically, that's not how it works.
And it's like you aren't giving money to those those artists. You haven't paid anything to anybody.
You're basically, I know this is harsh wording, but you're basically stealing from the artist and getting mad when they say, "Hey, why'd you steal from me?"
You absolutely are.
So
that is exactly what is going on. It makes me so happy to see all these people squirming and not being able to do anything about it because it's another form of pirating, and I'm not a fan at all.
Yeah.
And this isn't even in one of those gray areas like something's not even in print anymore and you download it. This is like, no, you're just taking that person's music.
Yeah.
And like there are people that watch channels like, yeah, I like his game and everything, but I like his music too and everything. They're like, oh no, my fans will abandon me. It's like, well then you weren't that interesting.
Yeah, you're a person if that's what you're doing.
No, I can't make money off all these videos with AC/DC in them.
There was the problem being that it's not a perfect system yet because the automatic, the content ID, I think is what it's called. We have problems with that too, and we license all of our music. Like that is something we are very anal about. Is we can't
paying people.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, well, like
paying
anytime,
people or just not using something that somebody else made.
Yeah, either
one of the two.
Either we have Tim do the little electronic jingle that we need or something if it's something short. Excuse me.
That absolutely picked up, and I'm leaving it in.
Damn it. I looked away from the mic for that. Rocket, get your head out of my lap. Back to serious internet talk. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The problem we have with that is there seems to be absolutely no continuity with what is flagged and what isn't because every single time we upload a nature break, it gets flagged as copyright infringement because of the song. Every single time. And when it gets flagged, you don't get ad revenue from that, which is like
it's a problem too because a lot of times when you put up a video, a large percentage of your views come in that initial pop.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Granted, the THAC channel is not our main source of income or anything, but it's kind of shitty that after because every single time,
especially when we're trying to transition it into where it could be.
Yeah. So, and the numbers are slowly going up for it. It's steady. But it's not like the only thing we can do yet. So it's not our jobs exactly yet. So it is. It's not our only job. So it's really annoying because every single time without fail it'll say your content has been flagged and ads have been removed, and ads are what we make the money off of. That's how the internet works. So I have to go in there, have to dispute the claim, give them the receipt for when I bought the licensed track. I have it. This is when I bought it. This is the order number. Every single time. And every single time we upload a new one, it gets flagged. And all of any ad revenue money we get is just gone.
And there's no way to put that...
Basically the first day.
Is there no way to put that proof of purchase in there before uploading it?
Nope.
You would think that after a while they would just be like, okay, this song is fine for these guys.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
You would think after the first time.
Yep. Nope.
Because it's an ongoing license. It's not something that is used once.
Because it's automated. It doesn't add it to a database or anything, I would guess. So
you would think that they would have one, though.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried, I don't know what kind of support Google has, but have you ever tried, okay. I was going to say, have you ever tried contacting anybody?
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
Too big of a company.
Oh.
There's no like phone number as far as I know that is common
1-800 Google, how may I help you?
Yeah. You know, it's weird because someone at
that was a thing for a while
in Oklahoma actually asked me about Twitch stuff as well, and then I got asked about it, or we got cumulatively asked about it at the panel at Kineticon. So it's like Twitch, and it's been in the news. It's something that's becoming like it's more and more in the public eye and is being seen as more of a valid thing. And in a lot of the same ways that YouTube was, which is, it makes sense why YouTube and Google would be interested in acquiring it. But man, people will ask, it's like, what do you think of this person or this person? And what do you think it would take to become successful at it? Which is weird to ask us because we don't do it. I guess we do.
Don't do what?
Do Twitch.
Oh, like live streams.
Right.
Yeah, that's not our thing.
But I think that since we do have at least some background in production, at least maybe we have a little bit of an understanding. But one thing that bugs me about it, that bugs me about a lot of YouTube stuff too, is just the amount of effort. And so any prospective Twitch superstars listening to this, if you want to make a good stream, just put in the fucking effort. My God. You go through all the channels on Twitch, the most popular ones, and half of them, it's just people kind of staring at their computer. Uh-huh. There are some really good ones out there. Don't get me wrong. My favorite is this guy called Lethal Frag. He doesn't play a certain game. He's not like a League of Legends pro or anything, but he's very engaging with his audience. He also doesn't play copyrighted music, and he did a little thing like...
Is he the guy that did the Pizza Bagel Bites one? Like anytime someone donates or whatever?
No. Okay. That is a completely different guy, and that was really funny. That was a different level of effort.
Okay.
It basically so little effort it collapses in on itself.
It was so little effort that it was engaging.
That's Cutie Pie, and anyone that likes League of Legends should watch him because he's fucking hilarious. But anyway, no, Lethal Frag is like has a steady streaming schedule. Like he has hours that he streams.
If you want it to be your job, treat it like a job.
Exactly. That's the short of it. Is just treat it like a job. Don't like engage and all, or do engage. Don't just sit there staring at your computer
expecting to have money rolling
and
in
don't
waves.
Stream League of Legends. Like seriously, that is like posting a cat video on YouTube. Like it's not that it's low effort, although a lot of it is low effort. It's that
everyone
does it, man. Yeah. You're never gonna get found out.
Yeah.
Play a game you enjoy, and if it is League of Legends, go ahead, do it. Whatever. Just don't be surprised when you never get over like 5 viewers.
Yeah.
If you even get to that.
It's like it's going on Twitch TV like, I want to watch. It's like Googling cat videos on YouTube. Like you said, it's like you're not going to find any
funny
specific
cat
thing.
video I was watching the other day?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just search cat video.
Yeah, like that's
funny
not get you
cat
anything.
video.
Yeah.
LOL.
Like Google is good, but not that good.
The problem with League of Legends too is like 76 million people play it. You probably ain't shit. So
League of Legends, you ain't shit.
So unless you
go to fucking bed.
Unless you're an actual like professional at it, you better be hilarious or have some sort of shtick. Because if you're just there like, I'm going to play my gold placement games and stuff, or whatever jargon you guys don't understand that I'm saying right now, no one cares. No one cares about your dumb thing. Don't stream on Twitch. It's stupid. Just don't do it.
Twitch TV. Don't stream here.
Make it. There are some channels that I like. I don't follow any of them with any regularity. Thanks. Now my dog is going to beg even more for scraps.
Well, I'm done. So whatever.
I don't care. I don't have to live with the dog.
It's your dog. What? You gave her food all the time.
You haven't
don't
had your Digsby
No.
dessert yet.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Whatever. It's over now. Whatever. She's had scraps before, so she's already tainted.
She's tasted human flesh now.
But anyway,
She's tasted human fries.
but like,
I wonder if she'll eat tinfoil. No,
Don't-
she won't eat
don't do
tinfoil. I wasn't actually thinking of it too. I just wanted to see if she bit at it.
she would probably put it on her teeth and be like, licking a cheese fry.
That's too much cheese for you, dog.
Anyway,
This is really good for radio, like just audio of like us talking to the dog. Don't do that, dog. Don't do that, dog. It's like, what are they doing?
It's dinner time at THAClebees, an audio adventure. Can dogs not have cheese or something? Is that like a thing? You
mean,
said that's
they'll
too
stop
much
her
cheese.
butt up, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, probably not that much. That's a lot of cheese right there.
It might upset her tummy though.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's probably too rich for dogs.
But these actual shows people put on, Riot Games that owns and creates League of Legends and stuff, they have their own championship series and stuff that streams on there with like a literally Emmy nominated producer for something else, not League of Legends. They don't provide Emmys for Twitch yet. And the Dota International, and there are a bunch of like Hearthstone tournaments that go on and other roundtable discussions and stuff. I'd like to see more people do that, but the problem is that's way too much effort to expect of just one person. So just don't do it.
That was really good dessert. I'm already done with that.
Jesus,
That
you
was really
inhaled
good.
that.
That was really good.
That was really good.
I'm a fan of Digsby's dirt, or what was it called?
Yeah. Craig Digsby's dirt cake, or alternatively Craig Digsby's $1 million dirt cake.
Got it.
What was the question again? 'Cause I just started ranting.
Would we do more playthroughs of Ride to Hell Retribution?
Oh yeah, maybe.
I hear that there's a lot of people migrating to what's the other one?
Hitbox.
Huh?
Azubu?
Hitbox.
Hitbox. That's
Oh,
what it is.
Hitbox? I've never heard of that.
It's
Good.
It's the new Wild West of live streaming. But remember, Twitch was that too at one point.
Yep.
Then everyone migrated to it from Justin TV or whatever.
No, Justin TV owned Twitch TV.
I thought Twitch bought Justin TV.
There
Okay.
was another platform owned TV.
Oh God.
It was
Okay.
like OWN3D.
Of course it was.
Or something like that. I can't remember the exact URL, but it had a lot of really prominent streamers on there that migrated over to Twitch because everyone was starting to watch Twitch. And then Twitch isn't going anywhere because Riot Games supports it, and so does Valve with the International.
Oh.
with Dota and everything.
So it's got the two biggest players in the esports
Yeah.
thing. And I'm pretty sure that Blizzard actually used Twitch's platform for when they do their like StarCraft 2 BlizzCon tournaments and stuff.
Well, it's really makes me sound like some kind of uppity dick when I say this, but it's really flawed logic by saying, "Oh, go to Hitbox TV. They don't care about this kind of stuff because they're not big enough to care about this stuff yet." Everyone goes there. They're going to be big enough to where copyright people are like, "Hey."
Yep.
The people that are fleeing to Hitbox to escape copyright laws are the kind of big dumb babies that aren't going to understand that is going to follow them at some point.
It's like we need to keep. Why can't we keep doing this illegal thing? Why can't we keep doing this? It's really.
We got asked at Kineticon too, like this kind of ties into it all. It's like, how do you deal with copyright stuff? And
it was like the web series panel thing.
He was asking, more in terms of like reviews and stuff like that. And, that's a totally different beast and everything. And that is a totally valid reason to use somebody else's thing. If you're doing an honest critique and everything.
Or parody.
That's fair use and everything. Yeah. And there are ways to deal with that. Unless you're a scummy piece of shit.
Well, I mean, Doug Walker was there. That's what he does.
Yeah, Doug Walker, regardless of how you feel about him, that is his job. He does reviews and everything. He is within his rights to do that. Yeah. And he left YouTube because, he was getting flagged by all the automated stuff. And it was just, he was like, I'm done. Okay. Apparently he's going back to it now.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't follow him very closely. Although he is at a lot of conventions we do.
Yeah.
So I guess we literally follow him somewhat closely.
Yes. But anyway, so we got asked how you do that, and the easiest way is just don't use copyrighted material.
You think there's some kind of secret thing like, oh, it's like the idea of it's not plagiarism if you change 5 words exactly or whatever. There's no secret, just don't do it.
Yeah,
that was the thing I heard in college, by the way. Literally,
Yeah.
that it's like it's not plagiarism if you change 5 words. That is absolutely not true.
That is totally false.
Yeah.
Just it's way harder to get discovered, I guess, making original content, but it saves you so many headaches.
Yeah.
So many headaches.
Well, the thing that I was saying was that it doesn't save you from all of them, though, because
Right,
we still get
no.
flagged for that stuff sometimes, or every time we upload a nature break. It's really
That's right.
annoying. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Okay, rant over, I guess.
Yeah.
That was, I think, the widest hot opinion we've had.
That was pretty white hot. I don't know, it's a little steamy over here.
Yeah.
Next, Madison says, not really a question, more of a weird suggestion. You should totally put cosplay clothes on the THAC store, plaid shirts and fake sideburns for Tim, the hat and brown jacket for Jay, and the gun and whatever Alex wears.
I wore that hat like once.
You always wear a hat.
That's true.
And they all are that, like, olive green color, because all of your, like, neutral hats are that same color.
I just wear that Auburn hat all the time now. It's blue.
I'm talking about on camera.
I thought you were talking about now. Okay.
Yeah, it's either like that brownish or the like earthy
yeah.
green.
Well, that was on purpose too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
mostly on purpose.
Give Jay the muted colors.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what Devo does. Every single time they came out with a new stage outfit, they'd automatically just be like, we're going to sell this. You can buy these exact red domes we wear, or this fake plastic pompadour we have, or these, whatever, for hilariously overinflated prices. Hence why I never bought those.
Yeah.
Those little Tyvek suits that cost like $5 on
You got
Amazon.
the blue,
like $50.
You got the blue energy dome though.
Yeah, but that's different because I got it at a show.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's not.
You actually went to see them.
That's not a thing you could get at a like office supply store.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still order it on their online store, but A, I bought it in person, and B, I converted it into a synthesizer, so it was all worth it in the end.
Yep.
I can look at it as a really cool synth case. So yeah, we could.
Oh, by the way, we totally forgot to say. Oh, were you still going on that topic there?
Were you still talking?
Nothing interesting. I was just gonna say
I thought you were finished with that.
We were gonna hand make Digsby mustaches and stuff.
Yeah.
Harvest them from you because you're the only one who can grow a respectable mustache.
Or Rocket.
No, not
Rocket's got plenty of hair.
Well, her
Yeah.
fur is kind of the same color as the Digsby mustache, so if we could just shave off little chunks and then sort of like
butt hair,
make little mustaches out of that, I think we could do that.
She has plenty of butt hair.
$50 per mustache. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say we forgot to mention this, but thanks for people who came to Oklahoma to see us.
That was fun. That was cool.
Yeah.
It was a pretty small
preached
crowd,
that.
but the small crowd that was there was a great one. You guys were cool.
We preached that, bro.
We saw 2 really good movies.
Oh, we should. Yeah.
We should plug them.
The first one was Army of Frankensteins,
Yeah.
Which is exactly what it sounds like.
not to be confused with Frankenstein's Army.
Right.
This is Army of Frankensteins. That is actually a movie. Martin asked me if that was what
Nice.
it was. He said it was terrible, and I was like, "No,
You hold
This
on a
is not-
second.
This is not the same movie then.
you shut your face." This is Army of Frankensteins. It was awesome. And then the second one was The Unusual Calling of Charlie Christmas, and it was pretty good.
They were both pretty good movies. I wish we had time to see more, but
Yeah.
we had to eat.
That
Yeah.
and they never really told us like where or when anything was happening. So
We found out through other people that were actually attending.
Like, here, we're gonna go see this. You want to come? Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do
I'm
that.
glad we did.
Yeah,
I mean, they had programs. We just didn't get one.
Yeah.
So I think that might kind of be our fault too.
I stole the rubber bracelets.
I thought they gave us rubber
They
bracelets.
gave us rubber bracelets.
Well, I stole 2, and then I asked if I could have them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so is that your confessional for the podcast? Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Forgive me, podcast, for I have sinned.
.tumblr.com. Joseph
This
Confession.
is my confession. Oh, well, we got flagged.
You giant hypocrite.
Josh has a follow-up to his teacher making him eat packing peanuts story. If you remember
Okay.
from last time.
Yes, I do remember.
I forgot for a second. And I was like, what are you talking about? But no.
He says, we only had to eat 1 peanut each, and even then you didn't actually have to. I remember it would just sort of dissolve while you were chewing it, so there was really nothing to poop out. It was not for a grade. I don't even remember exactly why we did that.
So if we were giving out, at the end of the year, we're gonna give out the Posdcast awards.
Yeah.
The best emails.
Noted. Note to self: that one wins best email, just because there was really nothing to poop out.
And it was not for a grade,
and I don't even remember exactly why.
which
we
is
did that.
total bullshit. Why wasn't it for a grade? You're eating a packing peanut. At least give them like extra points or something. I don't know.
I don't even know how to respond.
Well, no,
to that.
because then you incentivize people eating it if they don't want to, and then you could get in trouble.
True.
That's smart thinking by that teacher.
you'd be like, hey, like if someone tries to get in trouble, be like, hey, I didn't make them do that.
Yeah.
In fact, I did.
It's his own dumb fault.
Yeah.
This kid is stupid.
I have absolutely no response to that, but thank you for that email, Josh.
This
Thank
kid
you.
was stupid.
That filled in an
Calfield.
important gap in the information, I think, in the
Yeah.
narrative. Last email, Daniel asks, would you guys ever consider doing longer, more involved videos with Craig Digsby? It depends.
I don't know. It's
I
like
kind of like the.
I want to, but I'm afraid to because it's like, would that wear too thin too
Yeah.
quickly? or
Right
not?
now, they're nice little snapshots into the life of.
No.
That's
Craig
sort of
Digsby.
like saying, we love these 5-minute short videos. Would you ever make Tom and Jerry into a full-length movie? And then they did that.
That is also a musical.
So that turned out to be the opposite of a good idea. So it's
Yeah.
like, what if we did try to make a longer Craig Digsby thing and it just turns out like Tom and Jerry the movie?
We call it nature movie.
Yeah.
We do have some
It's
ideas.
no longer a nature break.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We do.
It's a
we do
nature
have-
experience.
Yeah.
We do have some tentative ideas to branch out a little bit with that.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Make a nature break graphic novel called Craig Digsby Branches Out.
I see your dad's stash coming in already.
I didn't say it on purpose. I just realized it as I was saying it. Maybe it's just something that naturally occurs to you when you become a dad.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
You just become a dad.
It's genetic.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
like a second puberty.
It's elemental. It's just.
Yeah.
It's base. It's core to your being.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I
That's
got.
dumb.
That's all the emails we got.
That's all-
It's
that's
been
all-
a pretty eventful podcast.
It's been
It's
pretty
not over
adventurous,
yet.
yeah.
I believe you have a little.
Oh, that's right. That is
Fuck, I
right.
forgot about that.
Oh, before we go on any further, if anyone listening to this works for Southwest Airlines, could you tell them that I left my 3DS on their plane?
Still haven't heard back yet.
They haven't found it yet.
Oh my god, it's gone.
There's no way it's still there.
I left my 3DS on our plane back from like our
I've
our
even
layover.
told you before when you put it in there. I'm like,
Tim
man,
did on this very trip.
On the way there, like
Yeah.
the flight before that, I pulled it out of the back of the seat and was like, "Here, don't forget this."
So
I've never actually grabbed it out of it, but when we've flown next
Yeah.
to each other, you put it in there. I'm like, man, you're gonna forget that. And he's like, you're like, no, I'm not.
I didn't say no. I'm not.
Yes,
What are you
you
talking about?
did.
It was the flight from Oklahoma City to Dallas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you had to sit there in the layover with nothing to do. You're just like, man, this sucks.
Yeah. Or no, I didn't realize that I'd forgotten it until we were getting on the next plane.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, well, great. Because otherwise it would have run over to the other terminal it just came out of. So it's...
Stunson is now a memory lost in the mist of time.
Stunson was my Animal Crossing town. But
Was.
I've already... Well, it's still there. I can still visit it in the dream.
Which is the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard.
They won't even recognize me anymore.
Oh my god. What was the lion's name?
Mott.
Mott.
Mott and Walker were my bros.
Mott
Wait,
and Walker
didn't
won't
you
know
didn't
who
you share
are.
your it's dream code for Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you share your dream code with a few people?
Yeah.
If someone suddenly starts appearing in Troy's town again, let us know. Let us know.
I don't know what
and
we could do about
We're
that.
gonna track that son of a bitch down.
Yeah.
And deliver some internet justice.
Yeah.
Message them and be like, "That is not your house. That is not your town."
That is not your beautiful house. That is not your beautiful wife.
You can't marry an Animal Crossing.
I know. I was making a reference to
You're
the
making-
talking
you're-
heads.
You're gonna get us flagged again.
So I've already decided that whenever I don't know if I'm gonna get a 3DS, another one before we leave for the next convention or not. I'm still holding out hope.
Oh my god. That was
How many
almost-
street passes
That
did
was
you
like
lose?
over 700.
I just hit 777 street passes. I'm gonna start from that again. I'm bummed out that I'll start over Animal Crossing, but I was getting kind of to the point where I was running out of stuff to do because I already had maxed out everything. So starting over again won't be that bad. I'm just the most pissed off about street passes. So
And Mott and Walker
I'm just gonna keep
resetting. Just
I'm either that or I will concede to cheat to time travel. Because I've already done the full Animal Crossing now, so I can get it back to the way it was by time traveling. That'll.
See, this is why you need to go to Dragon Con and just hang out. Because see, that's the thing about
at GMX, you're not going to talk to anybody because you got to maximize the street pass.
Yeah, because being on the other side of the table at the conventions and stuff like that, it's like, since we have to actually pay attention to people and stuff like that.
That's the worst.
With the street passes, it only goes up to 10, and then you have to like invite them in basically so that it can load up more. So it's like
it's 30 total at a time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
3 groups of 10. You can
yeah. But you hit those pretty quick.
Yeah,
at conventions, even if you're not behind a table, you
our
probably
handler
get more walking
our
around.
handler hadn't done Street Pass at all at Kineticon until like the last day, and she had over like 350.
She had more than I did.
Day. Yeah.
So I've already decided what I'm going to call the remake of Stunson. I'm going to call it Zwei Stunson.
Zwei Stunson. Yeah.
I don't know.
Sehr gut.
I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but
that would just be 2 Stunson.
It wouldn't be Stunson 2.
2 Stunson.
So it'd have to be Stunson Zwei or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I like Zwei Stunson better. I hope that fits.
It flows.
Yeah. So that and also
Zwei Stunson.
So if that's what I'm going to do, I guess, and because the light of hope is slowly fading from my life right now, to ever see Stunson again. I just hope,
dude, your animals are so fucking sad right now.
There's so many weeds in my town right now. There's so many of them. No one's there.
All of your animals think that you hate them.
Yeah, they do.
Walker thinks you hate him.
I will get Walker again. I am determined to get Walker.
It won't be the
Mott.
same.
It'll be the same. He'll just.
Can you import your me?
Yeah.
Okay. So at least you'll look this.
No, you can't import your me because Nintendo hates you. So
I was able to import it onto the Wii from the 3DS. Could you not?
Oh, really? Like through your Nintendo ID or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, then I hope that...
But it was also, I used the actual hardware, so I don't know if it's stored in the butt somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess I'll find out whenever I get a new 3DS.
Someday. Next week.
Well, what I am going to do...
It's already in the mail.
What I am going to do is... maybe I should buy one.
Strike 3.
Maybe I should. Great, the podcast is over. It's canceled. What I should do is I should go out and buy one tomorrow so they find it. So shut up.
That is what will happen. As soon as you buy one, you'll get a phone call.
Yeah,
so.
which would be fine with me. I'll just
buy one. Yeah, buy one and save the receipt.
Yeah. So
and then lose the receipt.
What I'm planning to do
on an airplane.
What I'm planning to do is because is I'm gonna get a 3DS. If I have to get one, when I have to get one, I'm going to get a 32 gig SD card for it because the one that's included with the 3DS is 4 gig and that's not enough.
What is this, 2008?
Yeah. That's enough for I have Pokemon X and Y on there and Rusty's Real Deal Baseball, which is a great game. You should play it.
I still haven't. I should.
Nice helpful plug for Nintendo.
Do you have $17?
Yeah.
You can play it. So you can play it the way it was meant to be played.
I thought you spent 12.
I bought the rest of the games on it, and then I spent 17.
Oh.
So $5 extra.
Yeah.
You didn't get them discounts on everything?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I brought them down to 150 every single time.
Damn.
But tax on top of that is 162, I think.
From what? What was the original price?
150. Oh, $4. Yeah, you talk him down with your smooth.
You're making. You know that all of his kids are just eating ramen, right? He can't afford good
if that,
food
they're
for the
splitting a ramen.
They are malnourished. Those puppies are going to die.
I won't spoil anything about the story, but the Rusty's lore.
I really don't want the story to Rusty's Real Deal Baseball spoiled for me.
It's a good story. It's pretty good. All you have to do is buy it. You have to buy the story, basically. But you also get a game with it, whatever. A game
That's
where
stupid.
Technically, every game is like that. You got to pay for the story and the game.
But not in installments.
Unless it's Telltale.
Yeah, you buy an installment of the story, and then you get some game where you hit baseballs at UFOs. So whatever, win-win.
I'm okay with that. Anyway, there was one last thing
Yes.
you wanted to force me and Joseph to do because
Yes.
you're a dickhead.
For dessert number 2 for the THAClebees test kitchen.
Jesus Christ.
Let me go grab them real quick.
Can you put some water in this cup while you're away?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do it. But keep talking amongst yourselves while I go get this monstrosity.
I don't want to do this.
Me neither.
Keep the whole thing.
What? You can't keep adding rules like that.
Troy says we have to eat the entire thing.
What that thing is currently a mystery.
See, the thing is, I don't even really like the regular form of this thing. So,
I've never had the regular form because I don't even like the even more regular form of it that much.
Rocket, don't you eat that.
Rocket's looking at. She's like, "Well, Troy left his plate. There's still some scraps
There's still
on
an
this.
avocado on this.
All right.
Don't spill water on everything. Use those Applebee's skills."
That's what I was doing. So, for dessert number 2, fresh from the Walmart checkout aisle, we have Big John's pickled eggs. It's difficult to explain what they look like, but I will try my best. They look like radioactive horse testicles.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Can we get like a bucket just in case?
Really? Okay.
I wouldn't build it up that much. There are
Yeah.
people that eat these for recreation.
I just want them for like a safety net because I need something to spit it into if I just can't do it. I'm gonna try.
You got a plate right there. All right. So let's open up these fragrant little pockets of flavor.
We have 2 little basically vomit bowls being delivered
Yeah.
just in case.
Maybe Rocket will like them. If you don't like them, we can feed them to her. So you can have
Oh,
No, that's later.
a pickled gassy dog. All right. So yeah, that's radioactive horse testicles is the only way I can explain how they look.
They do look like balls.
They look like
they
straight
look
up,
like some nuts.
straight up
They
nuts.
look like some nuts.
So here we go.
Just open them, man.
You do not want to know what these things smell like.
We're about to find out.
Like a pickled egg, I'd imagine.
Pass it over. Let's give it
Have a sniff of that and grab one.
Smell like vinegar.
And eggs.
Okay. So,
Oh
mayonnaise.
man, I just spilled vinegar on me. God damn it.
Vinegar and eggs, so mayonnaise.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That literally just smells like vinegar to me.
Well, I don't like the smell of vinegar. Fuck me.
You don't eat salt and vinegar chips?
Sometimes.
I do. They're pretty good.
So that they're very waxy tasting.
Okay.
I don't know if there's actually what's on those, but they're like a bright red color.
Eggs shouldn't feel like this.
Yeah.
Do we have to eat them at the same time, or can I just dig in right now?
If you're ready to go, have at it.
Okay.
Well, fuck you two.
It's like a hard-boiled egg with vinegar on it. Oh yeah, you built this up, but I forgot you're a way bigger baby about food than me. I forgot about
Okay.
Damn, you just got called the fuck out. The way Troy described this to us on the walk over to our
that. He
location
made it sound like literal death.
was
It's not good.
eating a ball of wax with a rotten egg inside. So this is my first
Maybe I had a
bite.
bad one. I don't know. That's what it tastes like to me.
I don't like that.
I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm never gonna buy these, so I don't hate it either.
I spit it out. I'm not putting that into me.
Yeah.
Here, let me try it and see if it tastes any different from the one I had.
Probably not.
I don't think that it gets much more complicated than put egg in vinegar.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Vinegar.
there's no.
Whenever it makes this red food coloring, or whenever it makes it red on the outside.
It's pretty gross.
Actually,
Do you want the vomit bowl?
no. Yeah.
Okay, so
That is just like eating. That is eating vinegar, is what that is.
basically
With a crumbly egg in the middle.
what I've learned between this and the speech jammer is Tim is zero fun
Yeah.
and never let him do anything where you're supposed to get a reaction.
Yep. You are out of the games now.
Sorry.
That was pretty gross though.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah, I was not a huge fan, but it was not like vomit-inducing. Like I've had way worse, basically, but I would never
All right.
actually buy
If
this.
I actually ate the entire thing, I feel like I would be sick.
Yeah.
We have a third dessert.
It tastes just kind of like plasticky gross. So new game I'm going to take upon myself. Find something that Tim thinks is disgusting.
There's chocolate mint. I hate that.
I'm talking about exotically disgusting.
Okay.
Like, will make you throw up.
Yeah.
Here's a palate cleanser. I know it looks like doo-doo with sprinkles on it,
I like it.
but it's actually chocolate with
mint.
sprinkles on it. This was the original incarnation of Loop of Happiness, and it was going to be just a chocolate popsicle.
Chocolate loop?
But then we
No.
did onion rings.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
Yeah. This is
Pretty good.
chocolate.
Yep.
Sure is. So
That's some good chocolate.
Yep.
So is that the episode?
Yep. That's the end. Thank you guys for joining us on this food odyssey. And we hope to see you and hear you again.
Wait, have you had Marmite before?
No, I don't think I have.
All right, I'm going to hunt some of that down then.
I saw some at the grocery store the other, or I can't remember if I saw Marmite or Vegemite. One of those
It's
is
probably
really easy.
Vegemite.
I think so.
I've had Marmite,
No.
not Vegemite.
Or maybe it was Bovril. I can't remember. Those all three kind
I've
of
seen
mixed together in my
Vegemite
head.
in stores around here,
Yeah.
but never Marmite.
Yeah,
Isn't it meat paste?
pretty much.
One
One of those is.
of them is just basically yeast spread. I think it's Marmite is yeast.
Oh,
It's not
I
very
think
good.
Bovril is the beef one.
okay.
We're going to sound super ignorant to any international listeners.
To any Australians, is it Australians that like Vegemite? I think it's Australians. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
And then Bovril if you live in the UK, I guess. Sorry about that.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
yeah.
We'll talk to you later, I guess.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye everyone.